We're in the Gospel Music Today on the Road studio with me, Sue Dodge. And Sue, welcome to Gospel Music Today.
Thank you. Always good to be with you.
We do have to warn everyone, just in case, because we just were visited by Karen Peck in New River, and the place is basically out of control.
Yeah,
so
I can believe that. Know them well.
So just in case.
And add me to that mix, and then you got trouble.
We're very glad to see you.
Thank you. Nice
We have
to
a
be here.
new Chapel Valley CD, and we want to talk about that
Yes.
in just a minute. First of all, congratulations. Christian Voice Magazine Living Legend Award for
Oh, my
2022.
goodness. Can you believe it? I can't. I still can't. I said, my granddaughter said, Nana, does that make you old? And I said, I think so. But I was very, very honored by that. I never in a million years expected that. So
Yeah, that's great.
it was great. And
Living-
you were there.
We were there, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We were there that night. That was awesome.
Yeah.
You go back in your career as the beginning of a living legend, started with the Spear family,
The
the
Downings.
The Downings. How did you get connected with the Downings?
I was singing with a local group in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I loved the music. And then on the weekends, we would do these singing conventions where you just stand there and sing out of the books. And so this gal named Linda Robinson, who was later with the Spears, told me that he said, "What are you doing? You just graduated from high school. What are you going to do?" And I said, "Well, I'm going to broadcast school because I wanted to go be weather girl." And she said, "You can't do that. You have to sing." And so she scribbled out on a piece of paper the number for Paul and Ann Downing. And I called them a few weeks later, and they said, "Well, send us a tape." And so I literally sent them one of the reel-to-reel tapes, recorded on the wrong side. I didn't know. And they heard what they liked, and they flew me to Nashville, and the rest was history. And I was there for 18 months, and then my dream of a lifetime was to be with the Spear family. And when they found out that I had decided to leave the Downings, they called and said, "We really would like to talk to you." And again, the rest was history. They hired me, and I was with them until I married. Mm-hmm. So it was a fabulous 5.5 years.
Yeah.
So
We're glad to see you out on the road and really busy again, but you were busy before in a little different way. Tell me about the Capitol Church.
Well, my husband and I pioneered a church in Washington, D.C. area on the Virginia side 43 years ago. And we now have completely retired from that, but the Lord allowed us to do some wonderful things in the city, and one would be the sunrise service that we did that draws about 10,000 people on Easter morning. We've done that, and we've just had a wonderful time, but it was time to turn it over to someone else. Our kids took it for a time, but during COVID, they kind of burned out and decided they wanted to do something else, and so we've finally retired from all of that, but it was a wonderful time. We plan to stay there. My husband loves to do missions, and so that's what he'll be doing, and I'll still be doing what I do. I'm out there doing women's conferences and concerts and conventions and stuff, so I'm enjoying it. Kind of thought I'd be home raising grandkids, but they took them and moved them to Texas. So.
Oh, all right.
So it's still a wonderful life, and we're blessed to be doing what we're doing.
And now a brand new CD with a great label, Chapel Valley.
Yeah.
Tell me about the new CD.
Well, this is kind of an eclectic collection of stuff. I wanted to do some older things, so I did stuff like Blessed Assurance, and I did a song that I used to do with the first group I ever sang with in Little Rock, Arkansas, the Millers. It's called I'm Too Near Home to Turn Back Now. And then Vestal Goodman had done it. And of course, it was like heaven when I finally met her, because she was the one I heard do that song. Mm-hmm. So I did that, and then I did several Darrell Williams songs, and I did No Other Name, and I did Until Then. Just some things that I felt strongly about, because I find out that what I feel strongly about in my own spirit is what I can minister best to someone else.
Yeah.
So.
Do you, on a project like that, do you have a lot of input as far as what
Oh,
gets
goodness,
recorded?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Shane Roark was the producer. Of course, he's head of Chapel Valley. But he's, we call him the genius because he produced it, he played the piano on it, he played organ on it, he orchestrated it, and sang back up. He can do it all. But yeah, we worked together on the songs. Many of my friends from the business, Kenna Turner, West, and Daryl Williams, and of course the people at Daywind all sent us stuff. And there's one song on there that's Shane's. So yeah, I love being with them because they allow me to be me. Mm-hmm. They don't try to put me in a box like everybody else is doing. They allow me to be me, and I've learned the best thing that I can be, and especially when I'm ministering to other people, is just to be honest and be who I am. Mm-hmm. So yes, I mean they're wonderful like that, and I'm very happy with them and with the new project. This is my second one with them. I first did the Christmas one, and then this one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The title?
It's called "Then Sings My Soul." It's a song that Daryl Williams wrote. I picked it up from an old Spear Family album. I didn't sing on it. Karen did, but I heard it and thought, oh. And most people said, "Is that How Great Thou Art?" And I said, no, it's a whole different song. And it's just a great opener to just, then sings my soul with a heavenly host. Mm-hmm. Hallelujah, let the praises ring. And it's just a great song, great song.
Well, that's awesome. Sue Dodge, it must be... you must be doing something right because you look like you're having just a wonderful time doing it.
I really am. I just, I don't mind telling people I'll be 73 years old pretty soon. And I just am having the time of my life. And I'm
great.
still blessed to be able to sing and take the good news to people, and I love it. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
We're up there in that age, too, and we thought getting old would take a lot longer.
Yeah, isn't it the truth? I think I might have told you this story, but one time my granddaughter asked me how old I was, and I told her. And she looked at me and said, "Nana, that's old. Did you start at 1?" Yes, I started at 1. But you know what? I don't see any sign of me stopping.
Yeah.
And I've tried. And the Lord just won't let me go. He said, no, not time yet, not time yet. So I'm going to keep on going as long as I can.
All right, we're glad to hear that.
Thank you.
Sue Dodge, thank you very much for being with us
Thank
on
you.
Gospel Music today.
My pleasure always. Thank you, and thanks for all you guys do.